Hi guys, welcome back to the Daily Dreamer. Thanks so much for coming and hanging out and sharing a dream with me. I'm just going to go ahead and get started on this one. This one was kind of cool. So, I come to and I am in a fun house, and that's always great and exciting. So I'm going through a house of mirrors, and this is interesting because it took me a minute to figure out not my way through, but rather what was going on in the background. There were lots of mirrors, lots of reflections, but not so much my reflection as it was reflection of everything else that was going on around me, inside of me, outside of me, all around. Even the actual background of the museum or funhouse itself. So I had all kinds of different scenes in these mirrors. And I'm going through the house, and I'm not really too concerned because I know what it's for. I know what it's doing. And I'm enjoying trying to understand that perception. I get to one of the very last mirrors, and there is just simply no reflection whatsoever. And so I kind of look, and then I look behind me, and there's scenery. So I didn't quite understand that one, but I thought it was pretty cool because out of all of the mirrors, this one did not have a reflection. Then I get to the next one, and I see the no reflection again. But now it turns into something absolutely just amazing and beautiful. And I was mesmerized for a moment, and then I was whisked back to consciousness. So that was a really cool dream. But what does it mean? Well, from there I wake up, go into a meditative state, come up with some sort of answers for these dreams, and let's see what we found out today, folks, shall we? Our inner world reflects externally. Our thought patterns, our beliefs, our ideas, they become our reality. They are the source of most of our experiences. And if we can actually use that reflection, we can actually better understand what is actually happening internally to be able to change it. Anything that we end up pushing away, we try to run away from, we try to always push it away, we are finding ourselves consistently running back into it. It always comes back around. And why is that? It's because we haven't taken a moment to take responsibility for what's going on in here, a responsibility to sit and want to change it. If you're able to actually do that, take a moment and reflect on what's going on internally, then you can allow yourself to see yourself in a world as though you are an intricate part of creation and evolution. If you're able to do this, it can allow you to become responsible for what's going on in here, to be able to be responsible for your experiences out there. And then you can actually see just how your choices affect your reality. When we stop reacting as a victim, there is no blame game. When we try to understand our experiences on a deeper level, then the whole process of inner peace starts, and we're beginning to see a higher perception of ourselves and in our life experiences, greatly reducing every stress that we have because we're able to see it on a different level. When we become aware of the drama in our lives, then we are able to begin the process of true detachment because now we're seeing it from a different point of view. Once we're able to understand that our part of the experience, that we are part of this experience on a detached level, then we find it easier to be able to let those issues go rather than get caught up into them. We are most critical of ourselves, folks. We love to judge ourselves. We are our own worst judges. When we feel that we are being judged, it has a very reflective energy. And that reflective energy comes back to us as though we have no love for ourselves because we worry about being judged. But the more that we actually believed in ourselves and in our own values, the less the judgment comes from the outside world. And it doesn't even matter when it does come because we don't really care. because we know where we're at with this. If we can use the reflection mechanism, understanding that things reflect back because they're going on in here, if we can use that mechanism or some sort of meditation or whatever tool that resonates with you to be able to get you to sit for just a minute to understand that process, then it changes you. It begins a process of acceptance within you. And that's a big deal. We have choices, folks. I mean, there are similar choices in your life that create similar experiences. When you choose something, it will create an experience for you. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that either, because we all have the right to choose, and we make our choices accordingly, do we not? If we are having the experience of negative events happening for us, we have the right to change that. We have the right to choose to change that. So let's change our choices that created those experiences. And by changing those choices, it's changing your thoughts, because your thoughts will bring upon new choices if you're able to sit and clear what's going on in here. New and better choices for you. You have to be able to adapt yourself to the fact that there's going to be change happening, folks. When we're able to actually make a choice that fulfills on a deeper level, it's going to just enrich your life. It's going to make things change. It's going to bring back a new spirit, a new zest of life for you. And then you can actually begin to see the other choices that are around for you to try to bring more and better value to you. Human beings love to ask questions. We specifically love the questions why and what if. And we ask this all the time. Well, what if this happened? Or why did that happen to me? Why is this going on? We just love that question. We love that. We love to ask why so much that we even conjure up beliefs and act on them as though they are total truths. We just love that. We ask why so much that we are often so crowded with answers that we conjure up ourselves to answer the whys and the what ifs that never even happen. So we're so crowded on what's going on in here as to the whys and the what ifs that we can't even see. It's mind blowing. I mean, we actually act on these beliefs as though they are total truths and facts, when in fact, it's all imagined. It doesn't even make sense. Well, the reason we can't see the forest through the trees, folks, is because we have so many of these beliefs, so many answers we think to things that we don't even know about. I mean, obviously, folks, it's obviously hindering our vision. So what do we got to do? Well, folks, we got to be like that tree, not the leaves. The leaves are the beliefs. Let them go. Shed them. They're not working out for you. I guarantee it. We are meant to change like the trees. Every fall they let go. They shed them. Our beliefs should be shed as well, especially if they're serving you no good. Why hang on to something that is dead? You are certainly not the person you were a long time ago, folks. So why are your leaves not changing? We need to take a moment. If you can let go of your emotions and your thoughts just for a bit, then you can actually settle into the true nature of it and understanding and ignoring these beliefs and beliefs that are hindering you. If you let them go, you'll be able to change the world because you'll have changed your thoughts. Remember what Lao Tzu says. This is great. Watch your thoughts. They become words. Watch your words because they become actions. Watch your actions because they become habits. Watch those habits, folks. They become your character. And watch your character because that becomes your destiny. Folks, let's change our thoughts because then we'll be able to change the world. Until next stream, thanks so much for joining me and many blessings to you.